Hi everyone, my name is Justin and I will be talking about the Chinook salmon for this project. So the Chinook salmon are also known as king salmon, spring salmon, tai, winter, and blackmouth. And from the pictures you can see that the salmon can also go in the ocean as well as freshwater habitats. But I'll talk about that more later on in the slideshow. So here's a little description of Chinook salmon. They are the largest salmon species in the Pacific, and they just can become really large. And on average, they grow up to around 3 feet long and can weigh 30 pounds. However, they can also become 5 feet long and weigh over 110 pounds. They have a distinctive hook nose on the top, as you can see right here, and they have a ridged back. Color-wise, the Chinook salmon have blue-green on the head and back and silver sides, but as you can see from this picture right here, they actually change color when they go back to the freshwater aquatic environment. So the top salmon right here is the ocean-going salmon. That's when it's in the ocean phase, and then the bottom picture of this image is the spawning phase of the adult. That's when they go back to the freshwater habitat. So just a little background where they live. Chinook salmon are anadromous, so that means that they are born in freshwater streams, then travel to the open ocean to grow into an adulthood. They are native to the North Pacific Ocean. However, they breed in freshwater rivers and streams of the Pacific Northwest. Within the Pacific Ocean, they can range from Alaska, Western Canada, Oregon, Washington, and even Northern California. And I thought this was a really cool picture of a Chinook salmon going back to spawn um, after after being in the ocean for a majority of its life. And I don't know, that's a really cool picture of a bear trying to get a salmon, so I thought that I'd include that in the presentation. Alright, so this is the life cycle. For the first year, Chinook salmon stay in the freshwater habitat, and after that initial first year, they move to the open ocean. Then they stay in the ocean for a majority of their lives, that's usually from 3 to 7 years, until they're mature. And once they reach maturity, they will go back to these freshwater habitats to spawn. And sometimes it's pretty amazing how far these salmon journey to go back to their freshwater habitats, and they can range in over 100 miles, and they just have an instinct to go back. And both male and female salmon die after or before the eggs hatch because of their long journey. And when it comes to what Chinook salmon eat, young Chinook salmon mainly stick to eating insects and small crustaceans, and then adult Chinook salmon eat just other small fish that they can find in the ocean. Some interesting facts about Chinook salmon. Female Chinook salmon spawn between 15,000 to 10,000 eggs. However, only 1 to 10 eggs will survive to adulthood. Chinook salmon make up almost 80% of the summer diet of whales in the Pacific Northwest, mainly killer whales. And then, as I said earlier in the presentation, salmon change their color when they go back to freshwater and habitat size. You can see this picture right here where it's more of a red tone to the sides and stuff, and a green head right here. And that's also because they change color to attract a spawning mate. And then the reason why I chose this fish is because I just thought it was really cool how Chinook salmon are born in freshwater, but then they go to the ocean and live most of their lives in the ocean, but then they go back to freshwater to spawn. And when I was a kid, I remember I was watching a Discovery Channel TV show about Chinook salmon, and I thought it was just insane how far these fish travel just to go back to their freshwater spawn, and I thought it was really cool. And then to me, Chinook salmon are just really impressive um, aquatic animals, and they definitely deserve the name king salmon. I mean, just look at them; they're huge. You can see from the bottom right picture like how big that salmon was before it died. And as someone who likes to fish and who someone like, has fished a lot, I haven't been able to fish for salmon yet, but I definitely will add that to the bucket list, and I hope someday I'll get the opportunity. So yeah, that's why I chose this fish. And then that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.